Elon Musk knows his stuff, and this time he is collaborating with NASA to fulfill the quest for space exploration. Musk has an aim to colonize Mars and now also to build a moon base. SpaceX has been working for years and years, but every time hurdles come in the way. Now there is an announcement of a new light speed engine that will lessen the distance and give wings to the colonization of space projects. Want to know what a light speed engine is? How fast is it, and what impact will it have on space travel? Stick to the videos, we will clear every aspect of this engine. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for choosing us. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to like the video. Let's move towards the video and find out about the USA and Elon Musk's new light speed engine that defies the laws of physics. But before diving deep into how a light speed engine defies the laws of physics, let's first find out the itinerary of the US and Elon's collaboration. What if you spend your life majorly finding the sources and ways to get out of the Earth and settle on Mars and space? Certainly you will desperately be looking for a solution, and this is the exact reason for Musk's happiness. Musk has a colonization plan: the initial outpost construction, the establishment of a self-sustaining colony on Mars, and the manufacture of many starships, and now the US government is shaking hands with Musk in all these. USA scientific research teams are trying hard and somehow succeeded in designing a near light speed engine, but the project was getting delayed due to a lack of budget. The US government announced an effort to join hands with teams working on aerospace and spacecraft. After analyzing the proposal of different companies, the US government selected Musk's SpaceX. The reason behind this collaboration was their Raptor propulsion system, and they were actually in operation. So, NASA joined hands with Musk, and maybe you also want to know why Musk agreed on this. Then how can you reject an offer that promised that you'd be instantly where you want to reach if you moved at the speed of light? Indeed, light speed travel has been a fantasy of many scientists and aerospace engineers who look for ways to achieve it. Musk found a clear way to send 1 million people to Mars by 2050. The biggest hurdle that Musk faces is the distance, and this will be covered with a short period. And now, it seems Elon Musk and NASA have broken that fantasy code to bring a light speed engine that defies the laws of physics. Let's move towards the mission. Space is just too ample, and with the present technologies, it is impossible to reach space within time, as it took years and even lives. Consider an example in this scenario, as to reach Mars will take years, and to reach Pluto with Frontier spacecraft at a speed of 58,000 kilometers per hour will take 78,000 years. So to keep this perspective in mind, there is always a search for solutions with current technology. Reaching anything in space takes a significant period. Reaching our nearest nearby stars and planets will take years. Scientists have come to a point and decided if we truly want to explore space, then there must be a better system of traveling that costs less and speed more. So a solution should be there that has high speed, also can move at the little consumption of fuel, and with this can conserve energy. Thinking of something miraculous coming our way? You are wrong, as fuelless engines are not an entirely new concept. This was practiced in the past as well. So this time, it is a mission to build an in-house disruptive engine that could cut launch cost. The target? $5 million. NASA calls it a breakthrough, and Elon Musk calls it awesome. Both are happy, as there is a collaboration to make an engine that can operate much more efficiently than anything currently on Earth. You will be more surprised to hear that there are plans to make it even better, and a new engine is coming our way based on M-Drive. This M-Drive claims to make the impossible possible, a method of pushing spacecraft around without the need for, well, pushing. No propulsion, no exhaust. Just plug it in, fire it up, and you can cruise to the destination of your dreams. Let's move towards the timeline celebrity of this video. Light speed engine that defies the laws of physics. The light speed engine was named helical engine, and its makers explained its structure and working timeline. According to Burns, "I'm comfortable with throwing it out there," he added. "If someone says it doesn't work, I'll be the first to say it was worth a shot." In terms of structure, Burns depicts a box with weight inside, strung on a line, and spring at either end, bouncing the weight back and forth as a thought experiment to demonstrate his notion. In a vacuum such as space, this would jiggle the entire box, with the weight remaining motionless, much like a gift stabilized around the weight. After the structure, he further explained the working procedure as, according to him, overall, the box would continue to wiggle in the same location. However, if the weight's mass increased in only one direction, it would create a stronger push in that direction, hence thrust. This whole theory raised questions about Einstein's theory of special relativity, where he mentioned the direct relation of mass increment is moving towards the speed of light. This helical engine concept is also not feasible as per the concept of momentum conservation, which states that the momentum of a system remains constant in the absence of any external influences. But Burns thinks it would make more sense to ditch the box and rod and employ the particle accelerator for the lateral and circular movement, in which case the accelerator would need to be shaped like a helix. Still, there are some flaws and questions about M-drive and relativity laws. If the weight is replaced with ions and the box with a loop, the ions can move quicker at one end of the loop and slower at the other. Here's the answer from a NASA scientist. Our drive is not a loop, it's helical, like a stretched out spring, which is why it's called a helical engine. The engine accelerates ions confined in a loop to moderate relativistic speeds and then varies their velocity to make a slight change to their mass. The engine then moves ions back and forth along the direction to travel, produce thrust, he wrote. He added, the engine has no moving parts other than ions traveling in a vacuum line, trapped inside electric and magnetic fields. Many questions are still in the way, such as the size range of the helical engine and energy requirements for propulsion. Physicists from the Technical University of Dresden who have performed tests in the M-drive believe the helical engine will probably suffer the same problem. Inertial propulsion systems, to my knowledge, never worked in a friction-free environment. It can withstand more than 500,000 pounds of thrust and run on liquid methane rather than traditional kerosene, meaning it would produce 30% less carbon dioxide emissions. After working hard and facing criticism of Einstein's theory of special relativity, Burns stated that, I know that it risks being right up there with M-drive and cold fusion, he says, but you have to be prepared to be embarrassed. It is very difficult to invent something new under the sun and works. After the helical engine, NASA and Elon announced their design for a revolutionary rocket called the Raptor. According to them, Elon is hopeful to move with this rocket in 2023, and according to him, it is a solution as it can carry heavy weight, use less fuel, and move with light propulsion. Its power will also be obtained through the same process as the helical engine, with an M-drive. The rocket with this, Musk also explained that the propulsion system uses electrically charged gas and can achieve speeds up to 65 kilometers per second, or about 135,000 miles per hour. The engine is made from super lightweight carbon fiber fuel tanks with coal gas thrusters. It doesn't use fuel, meaning it doesn't expel any byproducts into space. Instead, as Wired explains, the engine produces thrust by accelerating superheated plasma with magnetic fields, which means no fumes are expelled from combustion. Let's find out how it defies the laws of physics. To challenge the mass with the light speed can be done by Musk, an ambitious scientist who dreams to conquer space. He is changing all M-drive, relativity, and physics laws related to mass and speed to fulfill this dream, and all these parameters are against the physics law. With Musk, now we can figure out how to make it work, but now we might have a way to get there. The ramifications of Musk's new engine might be huge, not only for space exploration, but also here on Earth. What's your thought on this? Tell us in the comments. Also, like the video and subscribe to the channel.